Where did you go wrong?
Can I ask how it became so scarred?
Well, I suppose when you're living with something like this, your hand ends up in all sorts of places.
I'm no medical expert, but those scars look quite a bit older than a month to me. You seem to be suffering from a severe case of alien hand.
Alien hand?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a movie. Can you fix it?
We can treat it. Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, I juggle.
Did Bernard often make fun of his condition?
Well, what else can you do when your hand flails around with a mind of its own?
What am I supposed to be doing again?
Just keep those books balanced. And I'm going to list some words to you. Okay? Ball, garden, brother, red, larch, hat, biscuit, aunt, gurgle, friend, buttocks, cat, father, you had it there for a second. Did you feel it? Do you mind if we move on and talk about your relatives a little?
Nah. It's a pointless and boring subject, really. We probably don't really have time for it, to be honest.
Okay. We'll stop there for a bit. That was when I struck a nerve. There was something about his family's history that needed dusting off.
And?
Well, that's when I found his hobby. Ah! Good morning!
Isn't it just?
I think you'll enjoy this. What do you think? I thought perhaps we could learn together. Although, I must admit, I did get a bit of a head start earlier.
He actually played that?
Like Beethoven was in the room. When did you learn to play like that?
When didn't I learn to play like that? I was sat at a piano the moment I could sit up straight.
Who on earth taught you?
My dad. He was a persistent teacher.
Well, you know what parents always say. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yes, more like, if at first you don't succeed, I'll cane your hand until it bleeds.
Did your father give you those scars?
Yes. And he was right about me.
How do you mean?
A need to play.
How long have you really had your condition, Bernard? Bernard?
Since I was playing the piano.
We don't have to play like this. We
this
can
isn't
try
working,
something
I'm
else.
afraid.
Look at you! You're controlling it.
Is it me or is it my dad?
Oh, forget about your father for now.
How can I forget about my father?
Well, then why didn't you talk about him earlier? Why didn't you just say, he did this to me, instead of making up excuses?
He's all that I had.
Do you even know what a real father is like?
Depression is not a substitute for another condition. What were you thinking?
But Bernard has to play. It keeps his hand at bay.
But you realise that he's now a dependent client. I'm afraid the board will have to take this.
At the end of the day, we're a business, aren't we?
Yes?
Well, I'm sure the board would rather hear about our increased revenues from
You're the
dependent
company
clients.
accountant now, Jane. On the topic of dependent clients, I'd like to hear how Jill's getting on.
Jill?
Well, she's been in your care for quite some time now. Have you got anything to report?
Oh, she's coming on nicely.
Well, is there something that you need to tell me? What have you two been up to all this time?